Lewis Hart for the Ring magazine. Delighted today to be joined in Atlantic City with Jaron Ennis ahead of a massive unification against Eimantas Stanionis. You've just gone face to face with him there for the first time this week. Jaron, what's the feeling? How are we feeling ahead of a massive fight?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to take what's mine. You know, I'm ready to eat, ready to take what's mine and bring back home the belts.
As I said there, you've just faced off with him. As a fighter as yourself, when you do face off with fighters, and especially big fights like this, do you take much from it? Is there much you can sort of read, or do you sort of gain much from a face-off with someone?
Nah, I mean, you can, but you can't. I mean, it's just a face-off. Like, we ain't fighting right there, but you definitely can see, sometimes you can see a guy like shaking or like trembling or things like that, but and that's about it though. But you can't take so much from it.
Yeah, as I say, a big unification, a massive fight for yourself. A lot of people feel like, I said myself, outside of Spence Crawford, probably the biggest fight at 147 for a long time. Do you have that feeling? Do you have that sort of big fight feeling, like when it is sort of two belts and you want that road to Undisputed? Like, this feels like a massive fight, do you feel like, in your career?
Yeah, I think this is a massive fight for sure, especially at this weight division. At one time, welterweight was the best division in boxing, and I'm trying to bring that back.
For yourself as well, is it important at times, especially with someone like Stanionis, where it's probably fair to say, a lot of people would say the biggest fight of your career so far, is it important to sort of put them guys on a pedestal, or do you just treat it as another fight, would you say? No,
I just treat it as another fight. It's another day, another dollar. They always say, every time they say somebody my biggest test, it don't be, so we'll see.
For a long time, everyone always said, Boots is the future of 147, the future of boxing, especially in America in general. Do you feel like now, especially as a world champion, you're starting to sort of feel that way? It's starting to get to that point where, you are a world champion, you're collecting the belts, it's starting to sort of believe what everyone's been saying?
I mean, I don't really, take too much of what everybody be saying and things like that. But I definitely do feel, like the love and all that stuff, being a world champion. But I think for sure after Saturday night, it's gonna go skyrocket, and I think I'm gonna be pound for pound, in a pound for pound list.
I know we spoke about it yesterday in a short little clip, but we did speak about obviously the Ring magazine title being on the line. Yeah. You spoke about seeing all the fighters like Andre Ward, etc., holding Ring magazines. To see yourself along with them must be something that you envisaged for a long time, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said before, I always wanted the Ring magazine belt. Even when I was little. Yeah. That was one of my favorite belts. And I was like growing up watching these guys fight and things like that, and seeing some guys being able to fight for that belt. Not many can fight for the belt, so it's a blessing to be able to do that.
And I guess with that sort of solidifies yourself as the #1 in the division. Yeah. How much do you feel like that gives you confidence and sort of when you look at yourself being like, look, I'm #1, and whoever wants it, they have to follow me?
Give me a lot of confidence, and it's a blessing to be able to be fighting for it. I'm excited. I'm ready to be a Ring magazine champ and WBA champ.
Yeah, I wanted to speak about yesterday as well. Talking with all the kids in the school, especially in Atlantic City. I guess it gets to a position now where being that sort of role model and face, especially you've been to boxing Philadelphia a few times now. What's that like, I guess, for yourself and having that? Not pressure, but that honour, I guess, that the people sort of follow suit from you. No,
I mean it's love. I appreciate it. You gotta get back to the kids, talk to the kids, give them some wise words and things like that, and tell them that anything is possible. Just keep your mind straight, whatever y'all want to be, whether it's a football player, basketball player, soccer player, boxer, whatever y'all want to be, y'all can do it. Just put your mind to it and be focused. Yeah,
you spoke about there yesterday as well, talking about taking inspiration from Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. as well. I guess how much sort of in your career now is something like studying fighters when you were growing up? Is that still something that you do today?
A little bit. I don't like to watch too much of everybody. But I do watch Floyd and Roy and James Toney and guys like that. When I feel like watching boxing, that's who I watch. Like the older guys. I don't watch none of the newer guys.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to ask you as well. I watched you do an interview with Helen Yee and with Naji as well. You spoke about ideally wanting Future to walk you out. Is there ever possible that one day we could see that?
I'm gonna try to get as big as I can get. And hopefully Future walk me out. We get in contact with him. Might have Future walk me out one of these days.
I got to ask you, is there any song from him that you'd like?
I don't know, any song. You know, Future got a bunch of bangers, so, you know, whatever song he want to walk out to, or if he got a hot song coming out, no matter, anything.
Definitely, I agree on that for sure.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing. Last couple from myself, and I know sort of the answer you've always been, you know, locked in on Stanionis on Saturday, but, you know, the goal is clearly undisputed for yourself. Brian Norman Jr. was obviously someone you tried to make with a fight with a lot for quite a while. Do you feel like sort of getting through Saturday, the aim could be Norman Jr. after this?
After I'm victorious on Saturday, you know, like I said, we're gonna see from there. You know, we'll see if he, you know, if he'll take it. You know, we'll see. But like I said, I'm locked in on Stanionis. I'm ready to eat. You know, I'm ready to get that WBA, that Ring Magazine belt. And then after I'm victorious on Saturday, then we can take it from there. We'll see what these guys are going to do.
Yeah, so for yourself, confidence in the future at 147? Because I know a lot of people talked about Ortiz at 154, but at the moment, comfortable at 147?
You said, am I comfortable at 147?
Comfortable at 147, because I know a lot of people talk about...
I'm at weight right now. You know, I'm making weight great, you know. And what people didn't realize, but when I was fighting at 47, and for the IBF, I had a second day weigh-in for like 2.5, 3 years. So I've been doing that for a while. I don't have it this time. So, you know, hopefully I'll be, you know, the best I've ever been. Hopefully. Yeah, and I know you spoke about it in a previous interview of Boxing News, but the Ortiz fight in general, ideally you think that one day, you've always sort of been on a similar path, ideally one day we could see you two fighting in the near future? Yeah, for sure. I think we see us fighting in the future, but as of right now, I'm 147 pounder and he 154. So when the time comes, you know, we'll see. Yeah, absolutely. Jaron, appreciate taking time to speak to me. It means a lot and all the best on Saturday. Thank you. Appreciate it.